Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Quantum Leap Futures Morning Leap session for Wednesday, January 25th. I believe in my recording yesterday, I had Tuesday, January 25th. I don't know how I got that wrong, but today is the 25th. My name is Doug McKay. I'm the founder of Quantum Leap Futures. Each morning we get together in these live go-to sessions to take a look at the market, macro to micro, take a look at the structure of the market, and then we drill down to our trade levels, our targets, and our hypotheses for the day. This is a subscription room, so if you're looking to check it out, send me an email at quantumleapfutures@gmail.com. There's no website, there's no blog. This is not a commercial venture. We do everything here live in the go-to during these pre-market sessions, and then we do live trading analysis during the course of the RTH trading day. Please read through the disclaimer. Nobody at Quantum Leap is a certified trading advisor. We are retail traders operating within a self-organized learning environment. Past performance is not indicative of future results, and any trades that you see in Quantum Leap are for education purposes only. Please trade your own due diligence, your own trade plan, and your own risk metric. All right, let's get the news out of the way, shall we? We've got 9 o'clock in 10 minutes. We've got Belgian NBB, business climate, and then we've got U.S. HPI month over month. The big news today will be crude inventory. And, of course, Trump continues to plan on putting out all these executive orders. He said last night in a tweet last night that he's meeting with Homeland Security to talk about building the wall today. So just keep in mind that this week we've got headline news with that going on right now. So it's not just about the scheduled news. Taking a look at the macro to micro. Of course, we put in a new all-time high. We put in a new all-time high yesterday in the RTH. We put in another all-time high. Well, we're continuing to put an all-time high because we're trading right there in the Globex as well. So first of all, we have what we call an unequalized high. Our Globex high is different than our RTH high. That makes them unequalized. They will be equalized out. We're going to actually open, probably gap up from yesterday, so we could get a gap and go day today. But each morning I like to start my day with a simple candlestick chart, a 9 EMA, 20 SMA. I'm looking for slope and separation, where the trend is being challenged, where we are within the trend within the different timelines. Beautiful multi-year trend on the Globex, challenged at the end of 15, beginning of 16, took it back, started to trend up, got following 3 candlestick pattern on the monthly, and then we got the continuation, and here we are trading all-time new highs. Also, I want to note that the Dow is coming up on the 20K, and we should see 20K on the Dow today. Should see, probably will see. We don't know what's going to happen. Going to the weekly, we had talked about the fact that we had stopped the one-time framing on the weekly with the higher lows, with the low that was put in the other day, but then we just blew through the weekly ranges for the last 3-4 weeks, and now we're near all-time highs. Good slope, good separation. Trend is very much intact on the weekly. On the daily, we are going sideways consolidation. Now, I made a point last couple of days that in the Globex that there's been a lot of OTF activity, and that is signs indicative that we were going to break out of balance. And sure enough, we broke out of balance yesterday, and last night we continued. OTF were very active in the European session, and we've got this continuation. We don't even begin to challenge the trend now on the daily till we get down to the 69 area. Going to the 4-hour, you can see that we've broken out in the 4-hour. Didn't even look back. We put a FUBAR Mr. Sneaky in, the FUBAR being in the RTH, and the uh, Mr. Sneaky, and just blew through it. This is a good example of patterns that can fail. This actually acted as a bit of a flag pattern here. You'll see on the smaller time frame, but the trend itself is very much intact, and we pulled away from the 9 EMA. Likely going to get a little bit of a balance here. Due to the fact that we pulled away. The 1 hour is not so bad though. Here's the flag pattern right here, and then the breakout of the flag and the continuation. Got good slope, good separation. Trend is up on the 1 hour. 30 minute, same thing. 15 minute, same thing. 5 minute, same thing. We've created a multiple week high here at 85. We're going to have as long as we stay above that 80.50, we're going to have a open auction outer range. So we have to look at the possibility of a gap and go day. So let's take a look at the big picture. Okay. That's not the one I want. This one. Okay, so we've been in this incredible balance that basically has gone from December the 8th through until yesterday, which is the breakout day. And we've had a value area high. We talked about this yesterday. If we got above the 2270, look for them to go into price discovery and the possibility of setting up on a trend day. That's exactly what we got. We had a very rotational day early on, and then once we broke the 66, they never looked back. The 66 being the IB high, they never looked back, and went into price discovery and put in new all-time highs. It was hypo 1 all the way. And then once we broke above the daily ATR and the value area high, we went into hypo 3, which was a trend day to new all-time highs. Overnight, we've got continuation. So we're basically in no man's land. We're in all-time highs. There's nothing really to guide us above. The only thing we can use is our measured moves. So we're just going to go right into yesterday and review yesterday. Yesterday is a trend day with a slant into a double distribution, and the double distribution has a wide area where we just broke out and moved through from 73 down to 69. I'm going to put this in because if we get back in this area, we could come back in this area and fill this in. In this area. Our range high obviously is the 80.50, and then we have the 62 down here. The value area doesn't really mean much, because we went into a trend, and it was not looking like a trend day. But then once they broke out, they just sort of ground, just a slow grind up, and just got up there. Then once they get put in the new all-time high, they just went sideways, and then they did a late day probe up into 80, failed from the 80.50, and then rotated back down to this zipper that they created, on the way up to putting a new all-time high. Our significant breakout candle on the daily. The 50% retracement is down here at 71, so I have to put that down. Currently right now in the Globex, so let's take a look at the Globex. We opened up in the Globex and we're just going sideways, pretty much all night until we got into the European. As soon as the European cash closed, European cash market open. Look at the OTF step in here, and they took us up, put in a new all-time at 82, balanced out there, pushed up into 82 and a quarter, came back, and then just sort of ground around. We got the VPOC shift right here, and we just sort of ground around it, and then earlier this morning they took us up and made a new all-time high at 83.75, and then we just put in a new all-time high at 85. We're currently trading right now 84, 4 ticks off of the all-time high, so that could change before we get into the RTH, but right now our high is at the 85, so got a lot of stuff going on here. So we have this measured move just below our all-time high, or just above our all-time high. Oops, wrong one. Our overnight low is down at 74 and a quarter. Just below our close, and our overnight VPOC is not likely to shift, 81 and a quarter. LVN at 79 and a quarter. All right, and that's basically all the information. Another double distribution, and you can see that the thin part of this distribution starts at 79 and a quarter down into 77. So that actually is within the LVN of yesterday. So couple things. We had a big move. The range for yesterday was expansive, and we had a larger range. What was the range? Full session range for yesterday. Our full session range for yesterday was 21, compared to our daily ATR target, which is 15, 20-period daily full session ATR, which is 15,128. So off of the low overnight, our upside daily ATR target is 89.50, just below this measured move here. And our downside daily ATR target as it stands right now, and this could move again because we're trading right near it, is 69.75. What's my downside daily ATR? 69.75. And our week low being that 51.75. Our weekly ATR, 20-period ATR, is running at 44.825. So our weekly ATR upside target is 22.96. 96.50. And I don't think we're anywhere close to our downside daily ATR, our weekly ATR, so I don't think we have to really worry about it. So what is the main hypothesis for the day? I'm looking for a balanced day here. There's two things I'm looking for. I'm looking for a balanced day here, and a smaller range, or I'm looking for a gap and go day. We are going to open up outside of range. So we're going to get an open auction out of range. So my main hypothesis is a open auction out of range, a push-up, take out the overnight high, put in a new all-time high, equalize the RTH high with the Globex high, and then find responsive sellers and start moving down towards the 8150, push through and come down here and chop down here, between the VPOC and the daily ATR, and close somewhere in the middle here and come back and target this 71 1/4. So hypo 1, open auction out of range, push up, put in a new all-time high, take out the overnight low, find responsive sellers, rotate us back down to the range, chop at the range, push down through, take out the naked VPOC, and then push through and chop down here in the LVN and start filling this LVN in and close somewhere down here. Hypo 2 is a open drive or an open test drive. So either come down, take out the naked VPOC, or test the range high from the prior day, but do not fill the gap, and push up through to the 89, putting in new all-time highs, chop around here in the 89 and push up through to the 96.50, maybe even testing the 2300 as a gap and go trend day. We do have a gap. I don't know where we're going to open, but right now if we opened up right here, 84 1/4 down to the close from the prior day, which was 74.50. So our half gap fill is 79 1/4. Lots of stuff. It's our Globex LVN too. Okay. Stupid French keyboard. Sorry, my keyboard always reverts to a Canadian keyboard. Okay, so there is another gap as well, which is the range gap. Half gap on that, call it 84 and 80.50 is 82 1/4. So I would look for them to at least target this 82 1/4. And really, there's not much more to guide us on that. So hypo 2, open auction, out of range or open test drive, failure to close the half gap, hold the high of the RTH session, and then have a gap and go and trend day. And it could happen on an open drive too. If we see an open drive, do not try to fade this open drive. Hypo 3 is a open auction out of range, and then come down here and then get a trend day down. So basically come down, test the 80 1/4, come down, close the gap, push through the LVN, and come down through and come down to this 56. It's a low probability. And those are all the hypotheses for the day. I mean, we basically have to be looking for a gap and go. The fourth alternative hypo is we get a very tight range and we trade between 89.50 and 79.50, maybe even 77, and we just go sideways and get a rotational day sideways. Gold made its way back to the 1200 area, Didn't quite get to, I was trading gold all night. I was up until 4 o'clock a.m. my time. Didn't quite get to the 1200. We got to 1202. Currently we're trading 12.8. This is looking weak for gold. If we break below 1200, look for the first target at 98.7 and then push down into this 94, 95 area again. And if we do get below 1200, I'm looking for chop down here between these two distributions at 93 and 88 area, and the next big destination is all the way down here at 1177.90. So we're seeing some weakness in gold, and that was evident when we were talking about the shift of the composite VPOC coming down from that 66 area down to the 1215. And sellers have stepped in, and we weren't able to hold the 15 area, and we've come down and broken through the 820 CLVN and pushed down to the 2200 or 1200, I should say. Anyway, that's going to complete our pre-market session. As always, trade well, trade safe, and we will catch you on the flip side.